Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking today's Nxt Roh's report hot off the teletype from last night's big announcement in Vegas. I don't know if you caught that or not, but it lasted about right at an hour, and I took a bunch of notes, and now as the days goes on, there's like Q&As and stuff that I'll be letting you guys know on. I don't want to get everything all at once because it takes too long. But before anything goes on, right now it is 12:45 p.m. On the 9th. Mike Mooneyham of the Charleston Post and Courier in South Carolina has been reporting, on updates on Mae Young since she was hospitalized in December, says she has not passed away after incorrectly reporting it earlier. Mooneyham says Mae Young has not passed away. The sources who reported her passing received incorrect information. Mae is gravely ill, though, but she's still alive. Still fighting. I'll wish her the best. Love her. Alright, another big update. Ultimate Warrior and WWE have reached an agreement and is likely for 2014 Hall of Fame, but that's not confirmed yet, so just hang on with that. The only thing we do know right now that there is an existing business relationship between the two sides, and that it's going to be likely leading into something of got to be WrestleMania 30. As noted, also the WWE Network will show Chris Benoit footage with an advisory message right before he appears, I guess. In an update, though, the word is that the show that features any kind of Chris Benoit in it would have an advisory message plays at the beginning. Now, I don't know if it was the beginning of him or the beginning of the match, or the beginning of... We'll find out. But anyway, it's stating that all characters on this show are purely fictional. Take that as you want. Hey, and good old Goldberg, Bill Goldberg, he needs to lay off the caffeine. Goldberg on Twitter was asked by a fan if it's true that WWE has signed him to a $1 million deal for WrestleMania 30. Goldberg had replied via Twitter. He says, "Hell no!" Calm down, Bill. As noted before, WWE Network is currently listing at $9.99 per month with a 6-month purchase. That is. And as of now, that will be the only price option there is, and it's expected WWE can and will change that as the future evolves. In other words, as they get us flocking into there and get us, kind of reeled in, up to some. And also, there's going to be some advertising and commercials to the network, as well as sponsorship for specific events. One of the discussions amongst WWE talent privately is how the pay-per-view bonuses will change with the network launching, if at all. WWE also is going to be having 4 live pay-per-view events on the network. You can't really say it's free, but anyway, the pay-per-views will still be available via cable and satellite, like normal, or underground. Tonight's episode of TNA Impact will feature Magnus versus TNA. AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight title, which Styles' last match, supposed to be Styles' last match. Also, tonight's Kurt Angle Steel Cage match, and the Bromans versus Eric Young and Joseph Hart. I would say AJ Styles has been working there for TNA, helping him out some. He's probably getting paid per show. And from what it's worth, old Jeff Jarrett began following all of country music star Toby Keith's social media accounts on Wednesday, yesterday. And Jarrett is previously expected to make an announcement this week, but Wrestling Observer newsletter reports that the announcement may not be ready. And after having hernia surgery a few days ago, inactive WWE superstar Ezekiel Jackson wrote on Twitter that he's stuck in bed for 5 days, won't be able to work out for 4 more weeks. All right. And regarding, I'm going back and forth. I don't want to fill you with a bunch of stuff on the network because I think a lot of it may change. But I watched, it was like I said, an hour, and really interesting. It's great how digital and the streaming. I went to their website and watched the live deal from Vegas, and it was beautiful quality. Motion was great. Everything was great on the streaming. If their content, which is supposed to be 720 content, which is actually HD or 1080, whichever you want to. 1080 is, it takes a lot more information to come in, and it probably will slow and clog your internet speed. So you're going to have to get some good internet speed for one thing for this. No dial-up, but anyway, it came in good. If it comes in good, as good through the internet, I mean through their website when it starts up. By the way, it starts up January 24th midnight. After, I really think it's just right after Raw. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be great if the hype lives up. And I bet their stock is going to skyrocket for right now. Regarding on-demand content on the WWE Network, it stated last night that there's going to be about 1,500 hours of on-demand content, and WWE obviously has enough for many more hours than that. But it's we'll be digitalizing and adding new content, I guess, every month. And once it's up there, I think it's going to stay because you're going to clog the website with too much content. WWE Chief Revenue and Marketing Officer Michelle Wilson spoke to the multi-channel news about the WWE Network and their concerns that it would not gain significant distribution from cable operators and satellite providers. That's why they just kind of went out on their own. And there's no, like, a middleman that WWE's got. So it could be, but by the time you spend $60 to $70 for, let's say, WrestleMania, and now you're going to get it for 10, somewhere they got to, get some extra money in there. So it's going to be a lot more advertising because they're an advertising magnet. They're just constant. People are in the ring wrestling. You get an interview. It's always a commercial going on, and then they go to the commercial. But there's always advertising going on, and they're a juggernaut on that. But the other thing I haven't found out yet, like I said, is it going to be PG? Is it going to be G? Is it going to be PG-17? R? Is it going to be X? Is it going to be ratings free? It can be, because I don't believe the ratings, like the movies and the TV, on normal channels you got to do that. I don't think on streaming there is a ratings requirement. Now whether they do or not, it's up to them. All right. But anyway, back to the cable operators and stuff that this Wilson woman was talking about. She said none of those distributors were particularly looking to launch more networks. If anything, they were looking to rationalize their own lineup. And we started looking into the economics trade-off and how quickly we could go over the top compared to traditional distributors. And it's really became apparent that we should give our fans much better user experience with overall top service. Document of the life of Hall of Famer Bruno Sammartino, the movie is now complete. Several groups are attempting to negotiate the distribution rights, by the way, including WWE. Total number of performers under the WWE contract right now is 140, down from 150, which has been the total for quite a while. 10 people gone. Cost cutting. Here's some recent attendance figures. On January 3rd, Fayetteville, North Carolina, about 5,200. The next day, Greensboro, North Carolina, 8,500. Fairfax, Virginia, looks like 4,000. Baltimore, 7,000. That's third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And there's talking about doing an old school Raw on Monday in January, but the BCS title game takes place, I guess, every year now there. There's a lot of backstage talk about Ryback's line on commentary at Old School, where he apologized for his voice being hoarse. He then blamed it on hanging around with Lillian Garcia. As you know, Lillian's been mocked for years with the idea she's got a horse face. I sure don't think so. Alright, as a few days ago, and don't help right backstage unless somebody got a kick out of that. As of a few days ago, there's no deal in place for Chris Jericho making his return to WWE anytime soon, but the word is it's not like the door's closed, but it's open for some sort of potential deal. And Batista has indeed signed a 2-year deal with WWE. And there's a lot of talk regarding WWE bringing back Dusty Rhodes for Old School, which obviously didn't happen. Dusty hadn't been seen on Raw since the angle with Cody Rhodes Goldust got their job back, and Dusty went off script during a promo with Stephanie and put her hand in her face, not letting her get the best of him. Then kind of led to some heat on old Dusty. And as big as he is, he can take a lot of heat and dust. All right, later I'll be getting through some Q&As here. It says, what is the WWE Network 24-hour streaming service? How much is the subscription going to be? How do fans purchase the network? When do fans buy WWE Network, or when can they buy it? When the WWE Network is available, what devices will they be playing on? If a fan already has the WWE app, do they have to update it for the network? What content will WWE Network feature? Will WrestleMania be a part of the subscription? They said yes. Will Encore of Raw, SmackDown, and Main Event be on there? And now also I noted on there that they are going to show the before Raw things that go on there, and they're going to show post-Raw of what goes on after. That's kind of going to hurt their app, the old app. All right. Will pay-per-view events be available outside the U.S. The WWE Network? Will classic WWE content be available on the network? Will WWE Superstars NXT air on there, which they already showed clips of that? Will Raw, SmackDown, going to be on there? Will shows on the WWE Network be in HD? Like I said, they said 720, not 1080. Will shows on the network also be in Spanish? Will the shows be closed caption? Will WWE also be available through the cable providers? Will the programming that premieres on the WWE Network be available on demand? How quickly will the content appear on the network? How does network programming contain? Does the network contain advertisements? Is the entire WWE library available on demand? And will the WWE Network be available internationally? Will all content on WWE be PG? Wait a minute. Let's just read this. I didn't see this. Like I say, I don't read this beforehand. The network will contain a range of programming suitable for various audiences. Content rated PG-14 or PG-MA will proceed by the appropriate advisory message. Recommended viewers' discretion. Parental controls will be available for the on-demand content. Got it. Thank you. Can parental controls be set up on the WWE Network? And they said yes, parents can have the ability to block the ratings of the PG-14 and whatever. And who can fans call or email if they have a question? Call me. But anyway, that's some of the things. If you heard anything on there that you really like to know about, let me know, and I'll answer these. I think there's 25 questions, a few each day, because I don't want to knock the news out of here. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.